Right. So what we covered about the part of LOB is everything were covered, right? So policy lines, right? So everything that I already mentioned you. When it comes to the designing development part is concerned, one knowing about the different part of coverages that we have discussed. Okay, what are the different coverages that we come across when we are working on the development part? Either it can be commercial or personal auto collusion, right? So all that flow processes we have covered. So the next one about the product model setup or product designing. Okay, this is something that we has to be performed because in the previous session, if you remember, I have shown you from my side. Okay, so when in the next session, you can just open as because we have limited time today. So you can open it so that how the product can be configured from your end, I'll explain. Okay, you can do it. I'll explain it. Is it clear? Understood?
Yeah.
So I'll explain you what exactly this product designing is all about. So generally, right. So generally this product designer, right. So generally product designer is something that we do. So we have to do the product design. As a Guidewire developer, we need to involve in the product designing. This is important. Right. So why product designer is important? Product designer is important whenever you are coming up with a new product. For example, an insurance company, they already uh, they already have different line of businesses they do, right? So they do the commercial
Yeah.
auto, they do personal auto, workers' compensation. So they have different products which are available with them. Now, as a insurance company, they have a requirement. Let me write down the requirement so that will be understood. For example, requirement. Okay, requirement as XYZ is an insurance company wants to come up with a new product. Okay, they want to launch a new product. Come up with a new product means product launch. Okay, they want to come up with a new product which is called a product launch. They want to product launch. Example I'm taking. They want to take a new product called personal auto. Okay, personal auto May. This is the product they are launching.
Okay.
Okay, new product called personal auto because product called personal auto May. This is the name of the product. Okay, they are launching, but this product they are launching only in few states. Okay, not in all the states because
Okay.
product of personal auto they already have. Okay, so which can be used in any state across the countries. Okay, across the in any particular country, whichever the product they are launching, or whatever the existing personal auto product they have, so they are okay with it. Okay, so they are new. They don't have any this thing. But now what they are doing, they are planning to launch a new product called personal auto for few states. Maybe like let's say that they want to avail this in 2 to 3 states. Okay, 2 to 3 states they want to launch.
Okay.
Now it's not only about launching the states, but launching date is also decided. Okay, launching date in the month of November. Okay, November 2026. So they want to launch a new product. Now, for this requirement, usually as a business analyst will gather the requirements. You know it. Okay, gather the requirements.
Okay.
Okay, so what requirements will be gathered? So these are as follows. First, we must be knowing about what requirement will be gathered and what to be configured as a developer. We do it later. Okay, so
Okay.
what requirement they gather? Name of the product. What is the name of the product? Second, what line of business is this belongs to? Is this belongs to? Because we have taken already a personal order. Okay, what line of business is this belongs to? Second, third, who are the target audience? who are the target audience. The target audience are maybe in few states. Okay, few states, their target audience are the few states people or few age groups, whatever it can be. Okay, example I'm saying, right? Who are the target audience? Next, what are the coverage benefits they are offering? What are the coverage benefits they are offering? Coverage benefits means if you take personal auto or a commercial auto, there are all coverages, you know that. Okay, there are different
Yeah.
coverages we have already discussed in the previous sessions. Different
Yeah.
medical coverage, right? So collision, comprehensive coverages, bodily coverage, full coverages. Means any insurance policy that any insurance company is providing, third party coverages will be there. Third party means any vehicle damaged because of our vehicle collision, some other vehicle got damaged or any bodily injury that will be covered. That is one. Second, any vehicle damage from our end, it can be a comprehensive or it can be collision. Collision means any accident. Comprehensive means some customization kind of. Okay, everything can be done. This is all something will be part of the this thing, right? So this be part of the coverages which are there for personal auto. Now, the kind of product they are launching, they want to limit the coverage benefits. They don't want to offer all the coverage benefits. To make it very simple, if I am comparing with the homeowner health insurance policies, if you see, there are health insurance policies which will be given for an individual or for the family by the insurance companies.
Yeah.
At the same time, now and then, if you see, there are some add-on insurance products they are coming only for neurological problems or any heart related problems or any
Yeah.
relate new products. These are the add-on products per person can be taken if there is any kind of issue relating to heart, neuro, or any ortho related kind of. Okay, that is something. So the coverage benefits are for that particular product. The coverage benefits are confined only to that. It's not confined to the total health. In the same way, whenever a customer is coming up with a new product, their targeted audience are the states are maybe few, and kind of coverage benefits they are going to offer will also be limited. Next, what are the different pre-qualification criteria will also be different. If you remember when we created the policy flow, if you remember, we have given some pre-qualification criteria, right? So how old is this vehicle, right? So how many hours this vehicle will be used in a day? Okay. So is the driver is a new driver or already an
Yeah.
experienced
Yeah. Yeah.
driver, right? So he's he undergone or he or she has
Age of the
undergone
driver.
all that, right?
If
So
he has any
hmm.
collisions like the
Collisions.
last.
Before that, before collisions, easy undergone any driving, any mature drive, any driving school event, right? So easy undergone any training. So all these things, right? So these are all pre-qualification criteria, we call it as. Pre-qualification criteria are the questions first. Once
Yeah.
pre-qualification criteria questions are given, the next, if it's a auto insurance and all, vehicle details will be mentioned, driver details will also be mentioned, and how many drivers are. For example, for a personal auto, there are two drivers. You have mentioned two different drivers, driver one and driver two. So you have mentioned two drivers, but whenever we are updating the policy submission, a customer or a producer has to confirm who is the primary driver in this, driver A and driver B. Okay, who is the primary driver? Is he A or B? So second person will be the secondary driver. So pre-qualification criteria, everything has to be mentioned. Now,
Oh,
this information will be given generally to the development team. So, being a developer, this is our responsibility to taking care of the configuration part. Now, whenever we do this configuration under the product developer, as far as the product designer, because we have a tool called product designer.
mm.
You can see it. I will just show you. So, just give me a second. I'll just show it here. Yeah, here you can see. This is about the product designer. You can see. Here you will be finding, okay, this is a product designer where this
Mm.
can be configured, this can be used. Okay, so you can go it and you can launch it. Okay, I'll show you. You can do it. You can do it. I will explain you. Okay. you can select the launch pad and you can launch the product and you can configure it. You can open the product designer. So once you have opened the product designer, first and foremost thing, we have to submit some details. Details
Oh,
first, what type of product? There were many, but I'm just mentioning few information. Okay, I'm not mentioning all the information. I'm mentioning few. Okay, what type of product is this? Followed by the coverages. It's not only about the coverages, it can be inclusions and exclusions also. If you remember, whenever we have explained the application, I mentioned it. Exclusions, all that, right? So I have mentioned all that. Next, about the availability. Availability means from when it is available and which states is this available. That is important. So apart from the availability, we will be updating uh, availability of states. Okay, I'm mentioning availability of the states and availability of the particular month that we want to come up with the product, etc. So that we want to be. Next, what kind of qualification criteria? So criteria has to be configured. This is all part of configuration only. Okay,
okay.
qualification criteria, pre-qualification criteria. I can. So pre-qualification criteria. So pre-qualification criteria will be there. So using this pre-qualification criteria, what we can do is, yeah. So pre-qualification criteria, what we can do is that we can update whatever the criteria information we have, etc. Everything. At the same time, we have data tables also. Data tables, we can create a new data table if there is any new thing that we are launching. Okay. Otherwise,
Okay.
the existing data table, we can make the changes thereafter. Okay, that's a different story because there are data tables will be there because this product designer consists of many things. So
Okay.
product designer consists of the list of products which are available. What are the
Mm.
inclusions that will be available there? Availability can be configured over there. At the same
Mm.
time, what are the different coverages? Coverages which are already predefined. So
Okay.
when we are creating a new product, all coverages will come into picture there itself. If there is any customization that we want to make, we can do it. Otherwise, the same coverages can be kept as it is. Along with this, from the configuration point of view as a developer, one of the more important point that we need to be knowing about is what should be the qualification criteria because if we have not mentioned the pre-qualification criteria, how different is this from the regular personal auto? Because we have already have a personal auto policy which we are using it for a long time. So then how different is this, right? So you don't see any difference in this. So
Yeah.
pre-qualification criteria points which are to be configured are one of the important element whenever we are doing the product designing as a developer. Okay, of
Mm.
course, the criteria questions that we come across from the particular, like let's say personal auto, we are coming up with one or two or three states where the qualification criteria we are giving is the car value, the vehicle value should be in Indian rupees. I can say, okay, let me convert in Indian rupees. The car value is minimum 1 crore. This is a product they are launching for few states. What kind of product is this? The product value of the vehicle value should be more than 1 crore. So more than 1
Okay.
crore vehicles, whichever the vehicles are there in that particular state, this
Mm.
product is available. Because
Okay.
high value vehicles will not be given by insurance, will not be given by all insurers. Generally, not
Yeah.
generally they don't for different reasons, various reasons. So what a customer can do, customer wants to tap that particular market. So if the insurance company wants to tap the particular market of the customers. So what they are doing now, they are coming up with a personal auto policy having vehicle values for more than 1 crore rupee, 1 crore to 10 crores or 1 crore to 3 crores or 4 crores and all that. And this is available only on the few states because now you can ask me one thing, Raj, on what basis these states are being decided, right?
Yeah.
Which states are being decided. based upon the market research. Based upon the market research, they come to know for the particular state how many vehicles are existed and what are the valued, what value vehicles of
Yeah, some state might have like
state to
rich
state will
people
have
with having a good
all that,
cars.
right? So all this, right? So based on that, this product insurance company can come across. So qualification criteria and the kind of qualification criteria based questions that we are updating is one of the key and important thing whenever we are working on. So being a product developer, we need to guideware developer as a product that we are configuring that we need to be knowing. Next, about the data table. Generally, data table structure remains the same because whatever the required columns that are that we are updating over here remains the same. That will not change at any point in time. But there can be some changes that we see or come across whenever there is any new additional. Because high valued vehicles, what is important? When there is a high valued vehicle, there is a condition stated that some specific documents required for you to process the application further. Why? Because most of the vehicles, sometimes high valued vehicles will be imported from other countries, other country.
Yeah.
Whenever we are importing this from the other country, we require some eligible legal documents, the legal that importing documents, what by paying some import duty, etc. Everything, those has to be submitted to the insurance company if they want to have the insurance. That's where, if you remember, we discussed about the point called contingency. If you remember in the back,
Yeah.
we can go back. Contingency. Contingency means, for example, if it's a high value vehicle, automatically that import duty has paid, right? So all the documents has to be submitted. Then only this application, this policy will be considered as valid. Otherwise, the policy can be rewritten, maybe in stipulate a time. So these are the conditions that we need to know. So if you want to know about the conditions, that's where generally this underwriting rules come into picture. Okay, underwriting rules. You need to know. So underwriting rules, okay? Underwriting rules are there, right? So what are underwriting rules? Underwriting rules majorly specifies about what is the vehicle condition, etc. Everything has to be, right? So when you are talking about the underwriting rules, majorly underwriting rules as follows. Fuel, right? Underwriting rules. Few rules I can write. Like
Mm.
model of the vehicle based on the few rules I'm writing. Okay, may not be the all, but few. Okay, based on the model of the vehicle and time of importing the vehicle. Importing the vehicle. Right. So based on the model of the vehicle and the time of importing the vehicle, that is one underwriting rule will be taken. Right. So if that was the case, model of the vehicle, time of importing the vehicle, require documents like import duty, tax receipt, uh, exporter details, etc. must be submitted at the time of policy submission. Okay. Else, this has to be redirected to the this is to be redirected to the underwriting team.
Underwriting team. Yeah.
Okay, this can be one. I'm not writing the logic directly, but I'm writing the rule, okay, in detail. Second, uh, in the case study I have given aftermarket, if any aftermarket accessories added, if any aftermarket accessories added, if there is any aftermarket accessories added, uh, need to submit all the component details, including the cost for the comprehensive coverage benefit to avail, cost to avail comprehensive coverage calculation. Okay, comprehensive coverage calculation. Right, so comprehensive coverage calculation means, so like this, there are different underwriting rules which has to be identified, because whenever there is any product designing that we do, these are the underwriting rules which are applicable, because whenever we are launching the product, all the information customer has given will not be directly given as a quotation. Okay, we don't give the quotation. So quotation will be given based upon the risk assessment that is identified. So to provide the risk assessment, there are two aspects has to be taken. One aspect, pre-qualification criteria questions are the first aspect. Second aspect, underwriting rules that we have updated. So these are two things as a requirement, being a Guidewire developer, we have to be taken whenever we are working on the product designer. Understood? You're clear now? Right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is that you just the next session, just make your system open it, right? So the policy center,
Yes.
open it ready. So that what I do, you will do it. I'll guide you.